हेलो फ्रेंड्स, ये हमारा लास्ट पार्ट है बायोलॉजी एमसीक्यू का। हमने 328 तक इसके पहले वाले वीडियो में देख लिया है। अब हम यहाँ स्टार्ट करेंगे 329 से। विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नेसेसरली नीडेड टू डाइजेस्ट द फूड स्टफ? करेक्ट आंसर इज enzymes. Turpentine is obtained from pine tree. Which of the following acid is present in the human abdomen? Hydrochloric acid. Consider the following kind of organism. Which of the above are pollinating agent? Correct answer would be 1, 2 and 3. Bat, bee and bird all are pollinating agent. The Millennium Ecosystem Assessment describes the following major categories of ecosystem services: provisioning, supporting, regulating and preserving the cultural programs. Which one of the following is a supporting service? Nutrient cycling and crop pollination. The organ of human body which collects carbohydrate in the form of glycogen is liver. 335. Match the column. Epidermis will be stratified squamous epithelium. Testis tubule is stratified cuboidal epithelium. Glomerulus is endothelium, and pulmonary alveoli is simple squamous epithelium. The bile is produced through liver. The bile is accumulated in gallbladder. The bile pigment or pigment which is helpful in fat digestion is actually secreted through. It is secreted through gallbladder. Correct answer will be gallbladder. If gallbladder is not there, you can consider the liver also as a correct option. Which one among the following nutrients is a structural component of the cell wall of the plant? Calcium. The function of pacemaker is to regulate heartbeat. And who developed first commercially successful implantable pacemaker? His name was Wilson Great Batch. The temperature of human body neither decreases in winter nor increases in summer. Which one of the following process is a digestive process which occur in living organism? The correct answer is decomposition of protein into amino acid. For a healthy human body, the blood pressure, systolic and diastolic, is 120 mm by 80 mm. 120 mm is systolic pressure and 80 mm is diastolic pressure. And systolic pressure represent the pressure when the heart beats, and diastolic pressure represent the pressure when the heart rests between the beats. The amount of blood in a healthy human body is 7% of weight of human body. The average volume of blood in an adult is 4 to 5 liter. Balanced diet consists of 1 by 5 of protein, 1 by 5 of fat and 3 by 5 of carbohydrate. While sowing seed, commonly used fertilizer have phosphorus because it helps in strong root development. The blood purification takes place in kidney. Blood purification process occurring in human body is called dialysis. The color of cow milk is slightly yellow because of carotene. In refrigerator, the liquid used as a refrigerant is liquid ammonia. Which one of the following statement is correct? Except the pulmonary artery, all other arteries carry oxygenated blood. When we eat something we like, our mouth waters. This is not actually water but fluid secreted from salivary gland. An organ in which RBC develop in the human body is bone marrow. What are cold-blooded animals? animal whose temperature varies according to the temperature of atmosphere. Example are fish, insect and amphibians. Who has invented the blood group? Carl Landsteiner. Which of the following vitamin is called ergocalciferol? Vitamin D2, and D3 is known as cholecalciferol. Who detected Rh factor? Landsteiner and Weiner in 1940. Sickle cell anemia is a disease caused due to abnormality in red blood cell, and normal red blood cell is biconcave in shape. After sickle cell anemia, it is converted into sickle shape. Which of the following vitamin help in the absorption of calcium? Vitamin D. Carbohydrates are stored in plant and animal in the form of starch in plant and glycogen in animals. Which one of the following statement regarding heart sound is correct? Heart sound are caused by opening and closing of heart valves. It produces the sound of lub and dub. Lub is produced by closing of anteroventricular valves, and dub sound is produced by closing of semilunar valves. The seed can most suitably preserved in cold and dry condition. If the blood group of a man and a woman are AB and B respectively, then which of the following blood group is not possible in their offspring? O. In which of the following the maximum vitamin D is to be found? Oil of cod liver. The part of the brain in which we feel hunger and satisfaction of the food is? The correct answer is hypothalamus. Cerebrum is associated with brain. The intelligence center in human brain is cerebrum. It is a center of cerebrum is a center of voluntary action, memory, emotion and sensory process like vision and hearing. The largest part of human brain is? The correct answer is cerebrum. The cell of human body which have the lowest reconjugation power, it is nerve cell. The largest cell of the human body is WBC. Out of all these, and overall the largest cell is ovum. How many nerve pair coexist in the human spinal cord? 31 pair. 8 cervical, 12 thoracic, 5 lumbar, 5 scrotal and 1 coccygeal pair. The controlling center of reflex action of human body is located in cerebellum. A liverwort is a long plant without differentiation of root, stem and leaves. The cell sap is a dilute solution of mineral and some organic substances in the vacuole. Certain parts of a plant can be bent easily without breaking. The flexibility in certain parts like leaf and stem can be attributed to the abundance of collenchyma. Collenchyma provides support to the growing parts like stem and leaves, and sclerenchyma it provides support to hard and rigid mature part of the plant. Prokaryotes are organisms lacking a definite nucleus. Honey, which has a high concentration of sugar, does not decay because bacteria cannot survive in an active state in solution of high osmotic strength as water is drawn out. A herbarium is a Center for Preservation of Dried Specimen of Plant. Among the following pair of vitamin and disease, which of them is correct? Vitamin B1 deficiency caused beriberi, it is correct. Vitamin C deficiency called scurvy, it is correct. Ricket is caused by deficiency of vitamin D, and vitamin A deficiency cause night blindness. Which one among the following cell organelle is semi-permeable? Cell membrane, the phloem. Which one of the following show a taxonomically closed group? It is housefly, dragonfly, and butterfly. The phloem, which accumulates in the bronchitis, is to be cleared during coughing by pseudostratified columnar ciliated epithelium. The disease kwashiorkor in the children is caused by sufficient amount of carbohydrate and fats in food but lack of protein. Most of the insects do respiratory activity through their tracheal system. Which of the following is not a micronutrient for the plant? Magnesium, because magnesium is a macronutrient. Grey matter consists of a large number of nerve cell bodies. Which of the following compounds found in all living organisms are enriched in phosphorus? Nucleic acid. Which of the following sugar are component of sugar cane? Glucose and fructose. Which of the following statement is or are correct? Ligament contain bones to bone. Ligaments are highly flexible. Ligament contain very little matrix. No, they contain significant amount of matrix. And ligament are not highly flexible, they are tough. So none of the answer is correct here. Enzymes involved in the chemical reaction are not used up during reaction. In the milk, fat content is reduced during summer. The color of cow milk is slightly yellowish due to the presence of carotene. Cell membrane is selectively permeable because it allows the movement of certain molecule in and out of cell while the movement of other molecule is prevented. Which of the following is the most important for the growth of children up to the age of 14? Protein. Roughage, a necessary constituent of the diet, consists of largely indigestible carbohydrate. B will be the correct answer. Carbohydrates such as cellulose and lignin. Which of the following is not to be included in the milk teeth of the child of 3rd year of age? Correct answer will be premolars. Which of the following does not secrete as a component of gastric juice from the stomach? Sulfuric acid. And other than sulfuric acid, potassium chloride, hydrochloric acid and sodium chloride, they all are secreted and they are component of gastric juice. One of the digestive juice which lack enzymes but aids in digestion is bile, and bile is produced by liver, and bile is stored in gallbladder, and bile take part in the emulsification process, and emulsification process is breaking of large fat globules into the smaller one. Prior to absorption, grape sugar is hydrolyzed through an enzyme which is, the answer given here is invertase, but grape sugar is already in the simplest form, so it does not need to be hydrolyzed. And invertase hydrolyze sucrose. Which of the following is assumed to be main end product of digestion of carbohydrate? Glucose. Like other body cell, the epithelial cell lining stomach are protein in nature, yet the epithelial lining is not digested by powerful protolactic enzyme secreted by stomach because the mucus secreted by mucosa protect against autodigestion. Iron is necessary for human body is abundantly found in green vegetable. Which of the following is a product of dark reaction of photosynthesis? The correct answer is sugar, and dark reaction of photosynthesis is known as Calvin cycle. Some animals have unique method of bringing oxygen directly to cell. These are insect and they do this through trachea method. और इसके पहले हमारा एक पेज मिस हो गया था क्वेश्चन नंबर 270 से, तो हम लोग उसे भी देख लेंगे अभी. Which of the following plant can produce allergic pollen grains? All of these. Which of the following is also called jellyfish? Aurelia. Which of the following is also known as Portuguese man of war? It is Physalia. Which of the following is known as marine anemone? The correct answer is Obelia. Immortality character is found in Hydra. The disease caused by ascaris in human age. Ascarisis. The fossils of Archaeopteryx represent the evidence of origin of birds from reptiles. How many eyes the snail has? 2. The disease filaria is caused by Eucheria bancrofti. How are snails beneficial to farmer? By making empty and porous hole in the soil which improve the air circulation. The ultimate cause of water movement in plant stem against gravity is transpiration, and transpiration is evaporation of water from the leaves, and by the process of transpiration it creates a negative pressure or pull that draws water from the root through the plant xylem vessel, and this phenomena is known as cohesion tension theory. Vermicompost is an organic biofertilizer. In urine, which vitamin is to be found? Vitamin B and C, because other than this, vitamin A, D, E and K are fat soluble vitamin and they are stored in the liver. Vitamin B and C are water soluble vitamin. Which of the following is also known by the name of cuttlefish? Correct answer is sepia. Octopus has a soft body, and octopus belong to class of mollusca. Octopus has 2 eyes. The devil fish is the name of octopus. The starfish is the name of Asteroida. The respiration in the fishes are done by the gills. The main characteristics of fish heart is through it only impure blood is passed out. Why? Because fishes have 2-chamber heart. Human have 4-chamber heart. Reptiles and amphibian have 3-chamber heart. Reptiles and amphibian, and the only exception in reptile is crocodile. Crocodile has 4-chamber heart. The seahorse is an example of fishes class. Which of the following is a real fish? Flying fish is a real fish. Artificial kidney work on the principle of dialysis. Which one among the following non-toxic gas help in the formation of enzymes which ripen the fruit? Acetylene. It is produced by the reaction of calcium carbide with water. The terrestrial species of Echinodermata are none of these, because Echinodermata are marine species, they are not terrestrial species. The most significant stimulant in tea leaf is caffeine. The fishes are assumed to be healthy and more nourishable with comparison to another flesh animal because in the fish they have multisaturated acid and omega-3 fatty acid. All living organisms are single-celled in their earliest history of life. Which of the following is an example of such a cell? Zygote. The larva of the frog is called tadpole. Which of the following is a cold-blooded? All of these are cold-blooded. which of the following is a despotic animal? Out of here the correct answer will be tortoise, but the most suitable answer are wolves and hyena. So friend, we have completed all the MCQ of biology, and we have also completed the all the objective of lucent general science. So next we will come up with some other topic. Thank you.